This rather funky machine is the Camper King Monte Carlo. It's a really, really smart machine. Look at this. As ever with these, it's all about the details, which I'll show you in just a minute. But just to mention, it's a 5.28 metre vehicle. It's the long wheelbase. We do a short wheelbase version of this as well. It just gives you a bit more space, and I'll explain that when we go inside. And it's the 150 horsepower, 2 litre diesel, 3,000 kilograms, so standard car license. But look at these wheels, and look at these sideboards down the side here, and the front spoiler, and the carbon fibre style VW badge. This is what I mean about it being all about the details. These are such a cool looking machine. Pop top, of course. I'm sure you spotted that for yourself already. I'll take a wander around and a wander in. But yeah, I think that looks really nice in the black. I'm taken with that. Fantastic. Okay, let's head on down and round. Just down here, this one here is for the 240 volt pickup, and this one here is for your water tank, so you can fill that from there. We come right on around. We've got the rear spoiler on this one for a bit of extra downforce, always useful. And I'll open the back up for you actually. We'll have a look in here. There we go. So bit of storage space here. Also what you've got here then is fuses are tucked away in here. We've got 240 volt power as well as USB power in the back. Table is in here, and I'll show you where that goes in a moment. This is nice. This is for the 240 volt lead, so it keeps that all nice and tucked away. That's a really great idea. It's a very simple thing, obviously, but you don't often find that. They're normally just lying loose. This one here will fold down. There's a release lever just underneath here. Let me see if I can show you. Always tricky when you're holding a GoPro, but we will prevail. That drops down and you can put that into different positions. That's the back of the bed, and I'll explain that a bit more when we go inside. But yeah, you can actually drop that then. There we go. You can go into that position, or it can come all the way down flat, and then that just clips back out the way like so. Extra lighting in the back here as well, which is nice. Very good. Let's head on in. I'll show you the rest. Again, these funky VW badges are really cool, aren't they? Nice, isn't it? Right, let's go and have a look inside. So sliding door here, of course. And this is how we're looking inside. First thing to greet us is a mountain of space, isn't it? I mentioned this is a long wheelbase, and yeah, you feel it when you come in here. I like the Camper King mat. That's just to put outside if you want to. And then we've got a little laptop table here and so forth. Let's head on in and I'll talk you through it a little bit. So we've got the swiveling seats here, of course. I love this upholstery with the Camper King logos and embossed in it like this. Armrests that drop down as well, really comfortable for when you're driving. And then up here we've got the normal VW display, so the multifunction VW steering wheel. You can see the display there in the center showing that the side door is open. It's a 6-speed manual gearbox on this one. And of course we've got things like the air conditioning and the display in the center. Usual kinds of stuff. If we head on back a bit further, I love these little lights they put in places like this. Of course what you do find is with this pop top up is full standing headroom, so you can wander around in here very, very comfortably. It's only when you get right towards the back that you start to lose it a little bit, so that's great. If we come down this side, we've got things like storage all the way along in places like this, so that's right down here. The long wheelbase, incidentally, gives you about a foot of extra length, and in this one the benefit to that really is this section here. So if you imagine that up to there, that's what you get with a short wheelbase. Long wheelbase takes that back, gives you this little table here, gives you this storage area down underneath, which is very helpful, and just gives you a load more space here, of course, as well. We've got some nice lighting built in down here. We've got the opening window behind it. This is the sink and the hob, so it's a gas hob, and then a sink that lifts up like that. There we go. fridge underneath it, of course, like so. Love this little illuminated Camper King badge on there. There's more storage down here, and even this, it's got a little illumination inside it, which is excellent. Microwave on this one as well. Now, of course, that runs off of your 240 volt when you're powered up in a campsite via that 240 volt hookup that we saw on the outside, but the hob is gas, so that will operate wherever you are. And then there's more storage back here, like this, and this is giving us well, first of all, that's a scan strut charger. You can drop a phone on there and it will inductively charge it. We've got 240 volt power for when you're plugged in. We've got USBs as well. And then this one here is giving us levels. So we can go into here and there we go. Leisure battery voltage level. Come a bit closer, you might be able to see that a bit better. Hang on. Is that showing up? Can't really tell on the screen. But yeah, leisure voltage. The vehicle battery, the freshwater level, all that kind of stuff is on there. That one there is central heating. So you don't need to have the engine running and the heating coming out of your dashboard vents. It's got warm air heating for when you're stopped. So that's a very nice and comfortable thing to have as well. This then, of course, seat belts for 2 people back here, so she'll travel with 4 and sleep with 4. And what you can do here is this whole section will slide forward. The backrest drops back. You take the headrests out first, of course, so you've got a nice level bed. And then that section we saw at the back, you remember, that clips down like this? That goes down to make that into a huge bed right across the back of the vehicle. And of course, that back section that we saw that you can put in different positions, because you have a backrest that raises up for reading and that kind of thing. Just a nice, comfortable, useful space, really. There's more storage down underneath here. And this massive drawer that comes out. There we go. And again, just some really nice finishes about the place. These do feel really good on the inside. And then finally, we have got the pop top itself. So what this is giving us is just another really good double bed up here. There we go. This will lift up, so if you're using this for kids, it makes sure that they don't come tumbling out in the night. Very helpful. And again, just some really nice finishes about the place. And that, of course, when you're driving, drops down flat, and that is the pop top. But with that up, masses of headroom. These are little windows here, so what you can do here is open these like this, which is rather nice. Bit of extra light, bit of extra view, or close them off for a bit of privacy. And then this whole thing, these pull here, and the whole thing drops down then to bring it down to this height when you're driving. That's fantastic, isn't it? But that is a nice vehicle. I love the lighting in places like this, and you can see it also up underneath here. That's superb. There we go. I think that that is about the size of that. I think we've covered that fairly well. I'm going to take a seat here. I'm going to say huge thanks to you guys for watching. I'm also going to say huge thanks to Dolphin Motorhomes who organised that tour. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.